Venice Beach, gritty, raw, and unapologetically weird. It's not Santa Monica, and it's certainly not Malibu. It's got this scrappy, bohemian soul that hasn't been polished away by money or fame. Walk down the boardwalk and you can feel it. It's a little off-kilter, a little rough around the edges, and that's exactly why people love it. And if you dig deep enough past the tourist traps and Instagram spots, you'll find places like Dudley Market, a stop that's not so much a restaurant as it is a whole story and a truly unique experience.
My name is Conner, and I try and do a lot of things, and some of them I'm okay at. I think our role in a daily life of a local Venetian is just to provide some type of daily luxury. Whether it's a glass of wine and a half dozen oysters before you take off on the rest of your evening, or you're in here for a slow morning coffee. Whatever that daily luxury it is, even if it's a long night, we're here for it.
We've just met.
We've just met.
Yeah.
They thought we looked cool. Who knew? I read about it and I was told that it's very cool. We should come and, check it out. And that they have a fishing boat. So it's all true.
Catching your own fish comes with a lot of pros and cons. The pros are, you know where your fish is coming from. You know all about the fishery in which you're taking part in. You know everything about the fish's life from the second you met it to the second it's on somebody's plate. The cons are it's extremely expensive, it's unbelievably regulated, and at the end of the day, everyone just cares about the burger anyway.
Still thinking about this burger. Let me tell you why. Yes, they're known for seafood, but you have to get the Dudley burger. It's just wow.
Yes, it's a restaurant, but every restaurant is a restaurant. This one leans on being a seafood-centric wine bar. I pick the wine, Dina has freedom to pick the wine, but at the end of the day, it's really our importers who pick the wine, because just like me going out and fishing or a chef creating a menu, at the end of the day, it's the importer who's boots on the ground, scouring a country that they're obsessed with and they've met every winemaker in, and they have somebody they're so passionate about that they're going to spend their own money to bring these wines to the U.S.
Lots of natural wine.
I'm not a natural wine drinker, I just like red wine. Down for any red. I like my orange wine. He likes his chilled reds now, yeah, and it's cool how you can go up casually, just grab one and sit on the sidewalk like we're doing.
But they do a good job of recommending exactly what you want. You don't even have to look at the wine menu. They just tell you what to get.
I think eating fresh seafood, whether it's the West Coast, the East Coast, there's no boundaries to what is fresh in a certain area, and I think it's one of the most rewarding experiences because it's one of the things that nature generates on its own. Farmers are farming land the whole time. Fishermen are harvesting a resource that's farming itself, and there's something incredibly rewarding about that. If you have an hour of the day, we have left to go fishing at it. We're changing the menu all the time, so given our seasonal fishing schedule, fish have just as serious a seasons as fruits and vegetables do. As far as off-menu items go, there's a few sneaky things out there. I think a lot of different things draw people to Venice. I think this idea that there's a little bit of a fun, hipper culture without being hipster is something that Venice is obviously known for. It's a fashionable place without being over the edge. I also think that there's this other side of Venice we never pay attention to, which is Venice Boardwalk is the most visited place in all of Los Angeles. And that's something that none of us ever really grasp, because the nicest way possible, maybe the Boardwalk was better fit for our teenage years. I feel like the younger crowd places in Venice have never really been the local places. The local places you might have gone to when you were young, but you always kind of felt like you were one of the only young ones there. Guaranteed I was gonna be the youngest person in the room every time, and I loved that about it. So, what's next for us? I think it's still out there.